Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Tuesday, March 26 spoilers for General Hospital, GH, show that Laura Collins, Ginny Francis, was happy to see Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, improving during his wheelchair training at GH is revealed. When the topic of Jason Morgan's Steve Burton arrest finally came up, Laura found it hard to accept that Jason would go after Sonny Corinto's Maurice Bernard. Curtis raised the possibility that Jason might still be employed by Sonny and that he was actually the target, not just Curtis as everyone had previously believed. Laura didn't buy that explanation and urged Curtis to think about the source because there were those who stood to gain from him turning against Sonny and Jason. In the meantime, when Gregory Chase, Harrison Gregory, and Hamilton Finn, Michael Easton, made an appearance, Brooke Lynn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, and Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, were still at the hospital. Gregory was gasping for air and had trouble speaking and walking, but he was adamant that anyone attempting to assist him should back off. Gregory's symptoms were getting worse, so this was his new normal. However, he wasn't an invalid, and he didn't want to be treated that way. Gregory claimed he simply didn't want Chase and Finn to put their lives on wait for him after he had calmed down. Gregory stumbled off with his cane after announcing that he was taking a ride home by himself. For Gregory's benefit, Finn conceded that Brooke Lynn and Chase could choose to move up their wedding date, but Chase was concerned about undoing all of Brooke Lynn's hard work. Although Brooke Lynn didn't mind because she wanted Gregory to have fun, she was worried about holding a large ceremony at a time when Don Falconeri, Dominix and Progna, was still struggling to make a full recovery. Nevertheless, Brooke Lynn rejected Chase's final opportunity to retract and pretended that cutting would be the answer. Michael Corinto's Chad Duell showed up at Sonny's penthouse to talk about Jason's incarceration and the strategy to support him. But Sonny said Jason had Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy. Michael got into an argument with Sonny about whether Jason was guilty because it was obvious that he had no interest in helping Jason after he abandoned Dante to die on the pier. Ava Jerome, Maura West, suggested that it's possible that Jason unintentionally shot Dante and then gave first aid after realizing who it was. Michael questioned if Sonny's statement that everything was possible included forgiveness. Sonny persuaded Michael to leave because it was clear that he wasn't interested in giving that. After Ava accepted Sonny's offer of a drink, he confided in her that Jason had changed. As Sonny was in Nixon Falls, Ava proposed that Jason had become someone else when he started seeing Carly Spencer, Laura Wright. Ava touched Sonny beneath his chin and told him that she was the one person he could rely on, even though he couldn't rely on Jason. Sparks seemed to be flying at one point, but Sonny hinted that it was becoming late. Ava was delighted she was staying, but they both agreed it was time to call it a night. Carly received details about Jason's detention from John Jagger Cates, Adam Harrington, at Bobby's, but he attempted to dissuade her from hurrying to see him because Jason was not allowed to have visitors. John and Carly got into a fight because Carly thought he didn't know Jason at all. But he later acknowledged that he did know Jason Quartermain because they had a falling out over Karen Wexler, who was previously portrayed by Marie Wilson. Carly told him to go get dinner someplace else and stormed out after having a tirade about John's conflicts of interest and whether or not the FBI was aware of them. Jason was being questioned at the police station when Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, approached him and asked him to affirm he hadn't fired at Dante. Despite her belief in Jason, Anna needed more information because the evidence against him was mounting. At first, Jason wouldn't say anything more, but Anna couldn't understand why he would talk to John in private for so long without an attorney present. Jason Quartermain was evidently unaware of John's past relationship with him, as he had no recollection of it and had not drawn the link until Anna revealed that John was Jagger and discussed their history. After a while, Jason abruptly turned to face the table and said that he had been collaborating with John Cates since November 2021. When Jason brought up Britt Westbourne, Kelly Thibaud, during his explanation of his incarceration and how he turned informant for the FBI, Anna had an odd reaction. Jason sobbed when Anna finally acknowledged that Britt had been murdered and that the murderer was in police custody. Jason briefly considered Britt's smile before forcing himself to control his feelings and carried on with his tale. Jason felt compelled to assist the FBI in obtaining information on Pikeman since John had evidence of criminal conspiracy and RICO breaches. They needed a civilian who could operate outside the law, so Jason claimed to have been providing Pikeman with intelligence by serving as a mercenary. While Jason acknowledged that he was a member of the warehouse team that pursued Sonny, he was also aware of the other 2 attempts on Sonny's life, which were executed by other teams. Anna became enraged when she learned that John was fully aware of Jason and the events in the warehouse. Jason clarified that he ensured the sniper missed the shot, but as they were getting ready for extraction, Dante caught up with them. After firing at Dante, the sniper was dead, but Jason thought Pikeman had taken rid of the body. According to Jason, he fled in an attempt to keep his agreement with the FBI intact and in order to recover from his injury. Jason was afraid he would go to prison and not be a good person if he was found guilty of capital murder. Jason shouldn't lose up on Don's rehabilitation just yet, according to Anna. Jason may have rescued himself by saving Dante. A police officer informed Carly that seeing Jason would not be feasible because he was already with the police commissioner when she arrived. Carly was anxious as she observed Jason and Anna having a heated discussion through the window. According to General Hospital spoilers, Jason will find a way out of this situation, so we'll be back with more predictions for the challenging journey ahead. For fantastic General Hospital spoilers, predictions, news, and updates, visit CDL often for additional GH information. According to teasers for Wednesday, March 27, episode of General Hospital, GH, Molly Lansing Davis, Christina Vaganos, will receive a warning from Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, about leaving her emotions at the door before to Jason Morgan's Steve Burton arraignment. In the meantime, as they attempt to put their previous disagreement behind them, Tabiana Alley's Jocelyn Jacks and Eden McCoy will have a conversation. Trina may eventually confess that she doesn't think she'll ever be the same when Spencer Cassadine, Nicholas Alexander Chavez, leaves. This is because she will make a tragic revelation. Jocelyn will not give up on Trina's determination to return, but it will be difficult for her to see through the mist she has been living in. Amanda Setton's character Brooke Lynn Quartermain will then break some news, which may or may not be connected to her choice to move up her wedding date. There will be a lot of work to do now that Brooke Lynn and Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, have decided to move things along quickly. In the meantime, Dex Heller, Evan Hofer, will get an unexpected proposal from Anna Devane, Finola Hughes. While Anna might view his troubled past with Sonny Corinthos, Morris Bernard, organization as a benefit, Dex might worry about it. It's clear that Anna will be providing Dex with some kind of work since he earlier pledged to assist in taking down Sonny. Since that's the organization Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, was sent to infiltrate, perhaps Anna will ask for assistance in taking down Pikeman instead. Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy, will press Jason to provide her with something that will enable her to support him in court. Diane will be pleading for a plan since she doesn't think Jason will be released on bond. Jason told Anna all about his agreement with John Jagger Cates, Adam Harrington, but he might decide to hold back from telling Diane until he sees how things work out with the FBI. Even though Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, hasn't had a chance to meet Jason yet, she will be able to do so in the interrogation room thanks to Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco. In the GH teaser video from Wednesday, Sam is seen yelling at Jason and pressuring him to concede that she is correct about everything. Sam will be reassured by Jason that he did not shoot Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, but he allowed his family members, especially his boys, to think he had passed away all along. If Jason continues to refuse to talk to Sam, she will become quite upset about it. Naturally, Jake Weber, played by Hudson West, believes Jason is guilty and does not think Jason should have Danny Morgan, Asher Antonisen, represent him. Danny's decision to deck his brother could start a full-fledged battle if Jake fights back, because Danny will finally become so enraged that he takes a swing at Jake. Jake may change his mind on Jason in the future, but for the time being, he will unwaveringly oppose him. Thanks for watching if you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.